here's a possibility of what it could look like with some of the coloring in Illustrator with live paint, showing the three images. I'm just taking one of these to trace over using the brush tool. So you can take your drawing, find the artistic, and go for the pen and ink, and give you a little bit of a profile change. And all those brushes will show up in your option palette. And just taking some of the different parameters to try to illustrate with the thin and thick stroke of the brush. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a segment outlining, and whether you use live paint or any of the other options, you don't always have to use live paint, but it gives you some quick ways to color it and keep the outstroke of the line. So once I have the initial one, I just make a smaller brush size with that stroke and kind of illustrate it, trying to anticipate closing up the shapes a little bit for the future of coloring it. And just taking your time. For the eye, I always kind of go with the highlight the circle and the two circles to get a crescent shape reflection, and then can adjust it in there. And then just go ahead and live paint this. Make a copy which you can hopefully keep. And that'll give you that section. So just a couple colorings to show you. Put in some of the gradients. And just kind of going with a blue-violet color scheme. One of the tertiary colors on the color wheel spectrum. And just kind of quickly putting in some colors to lay it out. And the nice thing is you can take a look at it, go back and modify it, and give yourself that color scheme. So it's a good way to think, get you confidence in the color choices, and building that up as far as coloring something with pencil. You can do it, but it'll get you going. So here's just going to do a little layer on top of this with some brush strokes that have an opacity lowered down a little bit, and just to try it out, shading with some different shapes and line quality textures there. Just kind of seeing what it looks like. Different brush strokes there. And then I'll just put a quick background on it. Put that behind everything. Change a little of the gradient, try pink or blue. It gives you that opportunity for that piece.